I think in a way there's an over-expectation right now of how much change there's going to be in the short term, and there's an under-expectation of how much change there is going to be in the long term. The President of the United States, always called, you know, the most powerful man in the world, but he's not all-powerful. And it takes time to bring in the executive branch team. I mean, it's not just the cabinet secretaries, it's the undersecretaries, and then it's the general counsels and the assistant secretaries and their special assistants. And until you really get that team in place, you're not going to see the changes that go through, because you have to follow a lot of processes. And that takes time. It took the Clinton administration really almost 18 months to get fully staffed up from top to bottom, and I think you're going to see about the same thing here, maybe even a little bit longer. That said, once this Trump team is in place, I think we're going to see some very significant changes that business is going to have to prepare for.
So here's the thing, when it comes to fiscal stimulus, infra spend, tax reform, deregulation, that's going to take Congress, right? Trade, though, and this is where we were just talking about China, this is something he could do probably day one, right? Well, executive order. Where do we stand there? And are you one of these guys who's worried about a trade war with China?
I mean, I think that again, I think this is the overhype that people are experiencing, that day one we're going to have a trade war. I can't see that happening. I think what you're likely to see on trade is not so much the battle on tariffs and using tariffs as a weapon, but it's really using tax policy to drive trade. And Helen mentioned, you know, that could you see a border adjustment tax in the United States? That would have very significant changes, because that would tilt the playing field in favor of exporters over importers, and that would have a huge impact to the U.S. economy. It would have a huge impact on trade, and that's going to take Congress to approve.